Hello and welcome to CSO Connect, the program where CHRICED Radio and TV they bring to you different joint bodies them where they do help and charity work with say in their own way. Then they try to make life easier and safer for country people, especially those less privileged, the ones who really need this help and awareness. And on top of that one, today no different as say we get another wonderful joint body. We call themselves Good Tides Philippian Mission Foundation inside the studio. And wetin this joint body they do, not to they teach people, they talk about wetin we call female genital mutilation, FGM, and other type of violence where women and girls especially they face. This matter loud. Definitely, I no be expert on them. So I go beg you, say make you deal with us. Don't go anywhere. Make we take a very short break. When we come back, we introduce our Ogbonge person inside this matter, and then we'll continue to the cocoa of the yarns. All right, now, without wasting more time, I make a just let us know, say I get Lois to me inside the studio. Lois, good day.
Good morning. Good morning, my country people. I get excited to be here. This book we go speak today. I don't know how we go take one, but we go do one.
Anyway, I trust your G's because already you dey carry matter enter inside Koro. Inside villages.
Yes.
Not the pidgin they speak.
We they do. I just will say sometimes they carry interpreters they go because sometimes maybe only booking, they speak for those communities. Yeah. Sometimes they speak maybe Baggy or they speak other languages. So now those interpreters will help us interpret those things. We sometimes we just be for our space level, you understand?
Okay. Anyway, so you don't hear them. I get Lois to me inside the studio and they're going to talk about Good Tides Philippian Mission Foundation and what they do on female genital mutilation. So, Tofumi, please talk to us about your organization and what make you start the organization in the first place.
Okay, so Good Tides Philippian Missions Foundation is a non-profit organization, and we envision a society where we can live, love, and stay happy without the fear of violence and violation. We started in 2013. We just started like a club. In fact, our name before now, Good News Club. You understand? So the club where children they come do Bible club, you understand? We just come sing, praise God and go. So I can't notice say some children they rape them for house, some children they go through one or two things. Now when they wonder say how we go to do this kind of thing now. So in 2013, that time I still even did school. So some days I go there, my mom will help me when I did school and all of that. So after some time we can say talk. Since these issues, social issues, then now we begin to address them from our community. So now so we can start the advocacy and then good can change the name when we can register them to Good Tides Philippian Missions Foundation. And then from there we can help women and girls and other things. But before we can do all of that, we can go study more about some of these things. Some of these certifications where I get now, Federation of International Gender and Human Rights, they call them FIRE. So I got certified for sexual and gender-based violence, mental health, cross culture and diversity, and some other human rights courses like that, so that we can just, maybe sharpen our memories on some of all these things. So afterwards now, we can start to do sensitization about some of these issues. Somebody come meet me, about, some of these FGM issues. I can't be shocked, say, this thing they happen, now she can't explain to me. I can't go check where I can't do research, can't say now my own state, and it be like the second highest case of female genital mutilation.
Okay, before we go to all these details, female genital mutilation, what can it be exactly? Because you just say FGM, me might say FGM. Now, for people where they listen, what in this FGM actually be and why is it a big deal?
Okay, so female genital mutilations, for some people, they go call them circumcision. But the reason why we know they call them circumcision now because it's a gruesome violation of a girl's right. So we call them female genital mutilation. As I call them circumcision, now people go say, now that's it when they talk, but we know they call them circumcision because now violation of a girl's right. So female genital mutilation, now total or partial cut of a female's external genitalia. So it get different types as people they do and for different culture. So we get type 1 where they call clitoridectomy. That's when they cut out the clitoris, right? Then we get another one where they call type 2. Now excision they call them. They will cut out the clitoris and cut out the tissue where they inside, the genitalia. Then we get number 3, wey we call infibulation. That one, they go cut out the clitoris. Some people go cut am, some people no go cut am. And then, but wetin they go do be say they go sew down the majora, the labia majora, those 2 things like lips. They go sew am down, then leave a small part for urination. That one na infibulation. Then the type 4, people they do different things where they want. They fit just carry herbs chook inside. Some people go carry tongues chook inside. The one where they rain now, because we don't talk about the matter too much, they go just they pour hot water on top. Then they will come carry this blue sea Vaseline put on top. Some people they pinch and come out, different types. Now that type 4, so we just have to categorize everything for that type 4. But one thing where they serious about the matter be say over 250 million women in over 29 countries or 30 countries are living with the consequence of female genital mutilation, as we dey talk. So now one very, very important issue. When you look at that percentage, 10% of that particular 250 million women are Nigerian women, so that have gone through female genital mutilation and living presently, living with the consequence of female genital mutilation. So now serious issue. The reason why I call out the number, they say these women, they are going through it, they are having the issues. You see some women, hey, they divorce. People go on the one that say, why this woman divorced? Now say be they love each other. No go no say if you track and go down, you go see say female genital mutilation at the root. In fact, one lady call me that time where I did Maraba, I go do something for Maraba. Lady come call me say, sorry, come. You get one time where they talk about this thing for the area. So one thing they do, my friend, say wait till I say her husband say make 2 of them separate. Say because she know they support them and she supposed support them. So he they go outside go do them. So she can't dey say why they go outside go do them, but she know they enjoy them, so she know they even know how she wants to even give them out. You understand? And then the thing can't they cause problem between them. So the lady can't come and say make I come and say I beg go I fit tell them say I can't tell the lady say I feel meet the lady say no. You go dey like say she should carry the lady matter they go everywhere. So I can't tell her say call the girl, ask her. Say wetin exactly, how you understand, are you sure you're caught, and the procedure. She said okay. She said she go ask them. I said afterwards make the lady understand say this thing wey don't happen to you get consequences, and look at the consequence, check the one way they happen to you. From there if you find solution. So now there we just stop about the matter. And since then I never hear anything again. But I know keep in touch with that person, or the lady no even can call me back again for the matter.
But yeah. To continue, I go dey ask based on wetin you dey talk.
Yeah.
Now you explain say this female genital mutilation now where they do, you say if we want really make people understand that now like circumcision, as a circumcision man, so they will call circumcision woman. But a woman case you say get up to 4 types.
Yes.
Some now total, some they go cut the clitoris, some they go sew some things together. Wetin be the reason for this female genital mutilation in the first place? And you just explain now say some women now they know they enjoy husband and wife doings them because of that. So wetin be the reason for the female genital mutilation, and wetin be the consequences, and any solution dey when you don't go through that problem?
Okay, so reasons for female genital mutilation, there's plenty reasons dey. Psychosocial reasons, that one now, okay, the women say it go bring you into motherhood. Say if say after they don't circumcise you, they will come do ceremony. That means you don't become mother now.
Okay,
you don't
mature.
become woman, you don't mature, you don't become adult now. So some people they use that one. Different reasons. Some other reasons now religious reasons. And you know what happen for Gambia now? With that time where they won't promote the law against ending female genital mutilation in Gambia. That time where some religious people stand up and talk say that thing are the things where our fathers they do, so we will continue. And when you look back, even for the one where happen for Gambia, they see that religious people they behind those ones too. So if we ask some pastors and even some imams, they go tell you say this thing no be something where they write, whether inside Bible or inside Quran. Now just doctrines where some people just gather together say now everything they go do. Because one day I get one woman where I meet with, and we sit down. We just sit down somewhere. So we just say, Tommy will just talk now. Then the woman come ask me, say, what do they do? I say, I advocate to end female genital mutilation. Say, the why go they do that kind of thing? Say that thing then do it for her, my father na pastor. You understand? So I found the one that say, your father na pastor. She say yes, say, okay, waiting justify, because me, I won't even hear, as part of the research. So now she can't tell me, say, for Moses' law, they thought me they circumcise everybody. And looking at it, the Bible was just talking about integrating you, from darkness into light. Now, what in Bible really mean? Now, be that, but them they go from their own meaning. turn am into doctrine, come dey make me dem dey circumcise women. So na the issues na im be that. That's religious reason. Then we also have economical reasons. Some women dey use this thing dey make money. So after they cut now, they even put paper, they do advertisement, you know, they go tell you, say, come learn how to do this thing so that, you know, you go dey learn now so that after some time, you will get your own way, you go dey circumcise other girls.
So na like handwork.
Like handwork. So then they use that, they make money. So that one is an economical reason. Even there was a time, say, we had a meeting with some of my mentors, and as we come they talk, some of my mentors said, you know, they went as far as giving them money to these women, but the women still went behind us and they were doing this thing. So no how where you feel even say you won't give these women money, they will still go back what they do the thing. So that one even their side. They get another economical reason. Some women, if you know they cut, you know go inherit your papa property if your papa die. You understand? So, and again, apart from that, there's another economic reason. You know go feel marry. And you know, say in those days now the man be the breadwinner, and I will take care of you and everything. No be now where I don't open way whether man they whether woman they you don't find work. You understand? So there are other reasons to cultural reasons as well, promiscuity.
Because now there they go. When I first hear about FGM, the thing why I hear say they say it stop woman from the sleep around. So any truth in that talk?
Okay, so all of those things now lie. Let me tell you the reason why. So you see this promiscuity where they won't stop, like maybe girls they go sleep around. So they feel that if they cut that thing, you know, the girl no go they sleep around. Let me tell you, there are girls now where they sleep around now because they find that satisfaction. They don't go test them. The thing no con they enough for them. They can't they move up and down. So the thing can't they even cause, you know, sex workers make them get plenty. You understand? So that thing not just mates, you know, they true at all. So yeah, those are the reasons. I know say you asked me 2 questions, reasons and one other thing, but I don't remember the other thing.
Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back to the other in the course of this discussion.
Yeah.
Now, you don't talk, see the reason why you enter. Now somebody come meet you, say at least enter into this line, you enter into that line. Since when you don't do it, what have been the successes and the challenges where your foundation don't face in the course of carrying this message to different places?
Okay, so which one make I start with? The
challenges? Challenges, please.
Okay, so the challenges, plenty challenges there, because I don't go some places where they literally insult my parents, say why my parents no cut me, say me, whether me I no won't go through the pain, my parents they pamper me, you know, plenty things like that. You know, there was even a time, just like as you they ask me question like this, even the journalists took on, they ask me, say me, why they no cut me? Say, you understand, he asked that question like, say, you know,
it is wrong for them not to
have cut me, you know, things like that. And even sometimes when you even go into community, some of them they push back, be saying now they spoil the country, now don't bring Oyibo people inside our own. Now waiting we don't they do tete, now one can't spoil them, you know, things like that. So we guys explain to them, say no, we won't can't spoil them. We just they try, you know, to make the world a better place. Since FGM look on get health benefits now, why una still dey do am? If una do am for boys, it dey help reduce penile cancer. It dey do a lot of things for men, but for women, you know they do anything. So why una dey do am? Because this promiscuity, where una dey say, make we keep our girls. You get things so you na fit do. You fit talk to the girl, say this thing. If you do this, now the repercussion will go happen. Now it be this. You go dey sound down for the girl. Yeah. You go make her understand. You go instill discipline into the girl. After you tell her all those things, she go hear. You understand? Instead of going to cut a part of her that after some time the thing will come they affect her later. Because a lot of consequences there for this female genital mutilation.
Like what?
So we get different consequences. We get the immediate consequence and we get the aftermath consequence. The immediate consequence now, you know, that time where the thing don't happen, a lot of girls go they bleed, you know, there's urine retention. That means they no go feel peace at that particular time. A lot of things, so you know, at that particular time. Then afterwards, that's the aftermath. You go see, say when they won't give birth, problem go there. Most of them when they don't do this thing, they always go through CS before they go give birth. Then a lot of issues when they want menstruate as well, especially for those people where they're doing fibrillation down for when they don't sew down this thing. Sometimes because of the expertise of the people, some people know too sabi am, so they go down too sew am. The menstruation no go come outside, the can't they retain inside the you know, the uterus, that's the womb.
Yes.
So that's another issue. So even psychological effect, the post-traumatic stress disorder, wetin again, low self-esteem, a lot of issues there from that this thing. We don't see that girl now, Ahmed Hassan. There's this lady where she don't even dey okay, the wound dey there, she don't even start to dey help her father because the father now go to wear her. Now so she can't dey feel say, make she just, her own na type 1 they do for her. Make she just peel the stuff. Say if you get wound like you just say the thing what they do, like say make you peel now. And so she peel and she can't bleed to death. So we see different issues like that. Then going back to the question. So the success is we say we don't do advocacies in different places. We don't hit over this 1 million people via media, through some of my sponsors like that. So we don't hit a lot of people and we don't make them understand. I even get book, we go down, do stories, pass them even to the children, because we hear one time we one girl run away because somebody don't tell her, say that thing, they no do for her. So she run away because she don't already do her way. So one thing with my organization start to do, we say, since we don't know, say children fit talk for themselves. If you say no, they don't want this thing, because start to create awareness for children, for teenagers. All they tell them, say this thing no good. If they won't do it for you, make you say no. That's for children where they never do it to when they born, because for some culture they do them after 7 days, just like the boys. So all those successes there, and when we hear about them, we be happy. Say we don't do all this awareness creation, we don't help a lot of people to hear about some of these issues, and because of that, life is better.
Okay, so
and there's even reduction in the rate of FGM even in Ekiti State as presently.
Okay, now that was what you were saying that time, where you saying Ekiti State get the second highest record of it, but
time.
now okay, so far this your awareness, how many states you don't carry you go? Like, is it villages you go to, Abi, is it schools you go to, or is it religious houses you go to? I just want to know what in the journey don't be so far. Just carry us through your journey.
Okay, so we don't go to communities basically. Now there we go, and when we want to community, we dey invite every leader. You get one way we even do for Buhari one time. We invite all the leaders, traditional leaders, religious leaders, all the leaders, my leaders,
and then come. They honor this invite.
Yes, they come. They come. Though sometimes you go bribe them, say you go give them something. You understand? No, be like bribe, but you go just give them maybe something to eat or something like that. With that, when they hear, they go come. You understand? And by so doing, when they hear that thing happening in that community, go see some people will go call you, say this thing won't happen, because they don't already dey aware. So we they do community, we they do school. In fact, we don't do for Esukaro. It's one of the biggest palace, in that Maraba side. So in fact, Nadia, I launched my book. So I do the book distribution and all of that for that. We invite plenty children. They go there, we can do the book distribution. Afterwards, the next year, I converted the book into Braille for children, just for
the
inclusion.
blind.
Yes, for the blind. So I can't go their school, can't go do the distribution as well. Then we also go Ekiti State. Again, one time we work with the legal aid for that time, Her Excellency Elubisi Fayemi. So we work with Barrister Charlie, so she even follow us. We go to the community together. We do the books distribution, we do all them talk on sexual and all of that, GBV. We do talk on also the FGM itself, because the book now, a book to create awareness on FGM. In fact, it talked about a girl that was brave enough to say no, and the no now not to only FGM but to other things where want. You understand? Just consent. Talking to them about consent. So we do all of that. So we don't go, communities. In fact, even for this Abuja, I don't go different Kaikonkoli. We don't go different, even Gwagwalada, Buhari, different communities. We don't go. I don't even feel remember their names right now. But Zuma community for Buhari, different communities. We don't go. We don't go IDPs too. We don't go, some places. We don't go different places, but majorly our funders are media funders, so we always concentrate on media. Anyway, we feel create awareness with media, so we go do as at that time when they fund us. So,
okay, so right now, like Abuja, Ekiti, now you don't enter.
Yes, Abuja,
so you never
Ekiti,
like
Nasarawa.
go. And then based on the research where you do this FGM, which places in this country, in Nigeria, they do them where?
Okay, so different places. Osun State they do them. Ekiti State they do them.
Up till now. They say they do them up till now.
Up till now. Yes, not up till now. Some side for Akwa Ibom, around that side, south.
So meaning it is more in the south than the north.
No, even the west. The west, then the south, then some part of the north. Yes, so that's how.
And those things still they happen till today, despite the awareness.
Some people still they do them behind closed doors. The thing even can evolve into what they call medicalization of female genital mutilation. So where doctors and nurses, health practitioners, when they come, they do am for girls. Because you get one time where we did on radio. In fact, I did with one of my friends, Dorocon, and that day, when we talk about female genital mutilation, and so somebody can talk. Say, if they do am for,
Okay.
for community, make them carry the children go hospital now, go do am, at least, that one still dey safe. But if you do am for hospital, you don't cope the effect, the immediate consequence of female genital mutilation, but the aftermath consequences go still dey there, dey wait for you. Because for those communities, go give them analgesics like pain reliever and all those things. So but when you come to when you go to the doctors and the nurses, they will give you all those things. But the aftermath consequences go still there now. After you finish that one, you go still enter the other one when you will marry, and then you have to do all of those responsibilities, and fit do am. So yeah.
Okay, so in the course of all this your waka, you don't ever go anywhere where be say they not even listen to you. You don't have they don't stone you before, they don't insult, like you first mentioned insult, but you don't go anywhere where you did not get reception at all.
Okay, so we go one village one time. We be like, I can't forget the name. But like na Buhari community, but
Inside Abuja here.
inside Abuja here.
Village.
Na village, yes.
Remote.
Yes. Yes. But it dey inside. I don't remember the community, but when we go there, those people, after with the awareness, in fact, now me do the awareness. I lost most of my pictures and videos. Honestly, the thing really pain, because I have that exact picture of that place when I
Where
did that
did they do
awareness.
for?
So after we finish now, the things where we bring, the buckets where we give them, because that time na COVID-19. So after we gave them buckets and tap and all those things where we do during COVID-19, we use the opportunity to create awareness for FGM and all of that. So after we finish, we just do FGM own. So after we finish, even the buckets we give them, so then throw them. You understand? They converse because we know a lot of things those people, but it's only few times, and even with that, we get hope, say, as we don't do these things, the little people we hear wetin we talk, it will help them. And one thing where they do, they say, especially from my organization, I don't like to go to communities where I no go give them something where they go hold, where my phone number no go there, all of those things. So I they always give them. You get one thing where they write, and they call them tracts, now small pamphlets. I they always give them, so they will have those things anytime where they need them, or anytime where they won't go back to those information, they will see and they will go back to those things and they go read them.
Because I was about to ask, say they go back for, like, let me say, reports back, or you they get waiting the feedback don't be so far inside waiting you don't they do. That's one. And then two, with all of these things where you talk, waiting be the inspiration. What keeps you going? How is it that you never give up despite some of the challenges and then maybe successes too?
Okay, so so going back, the first question, going back to those communities, some of them we go hear say they don't even understand. They go tell you say, if it not be the FGM case, but they go tell you say that you get one girl where they raped and all of that, but them they stood as women, they talk about the issues. Even when we talk to women leaders about those things, you go hear say women they stand now. When maybe one husband they beat another wife or something like that. It be like say they get one community where I go with them talk these things. Be like say na pay community. So you go see them, you go stand and tell you say no beat this woman, like the women in that community, they take it upon themselves to literally, because of waiting they don't hear, the importance of togetherness and unity, as women. So that one too don't hear. That one they sweet my, tummy whenever I hear that one, because even themselves, they talk to those people where they village, they tell them, say, anytime when you born, no, you don't allow me anybody, you understand, circumcise your pikin, see waiting. So they pass this information to other people as well. So when I they hear those things, so they make me happy. So yes, now the first question was that. The second question where you ask, my inspiration,
yes,
right?
so
Okay.
that what keeps you going?
My parents are my greatest inspiration. They started from nothing really, and today my parents are missionaries. They started from basically nothing. They can't start to do school and all of that, and they never gave up even when it was difficult. So my papa would tell you, say, that thing we had go now I want me you do. Now waiting my papa they always talk. That thing we had now I want me you do. You understand? So you get one time, because me I read human anatomy, so that's why when I talk about clitoridectomy and all of these structures of the body, I feel explain now where because now waiting I study in a part of medical course. My papa they tell me, because that time I say no be waiting I want do. Me I like media, I want they do media. My papa say no, go do that one. Or that one we had. And today they pay off. So all of those things where you tell me say be resilient, don't give up, and all of those things, they help me. And today I did, I did tell other people say sometimes you think go feel hard though, but don't worry, you go still smile later. Because afterwards in the future you go see say all of those things we had, it go pay off later. So now one of those things. And apart from that, the success stories, they sweet my belly, because every time we are here, oh, that girl, oh, that lady, they always, in fact, they will always go back and tell my mom, because I started from, that community, go back and start tell my mom, Kai, we saw your daughter, oh, the thing what your daughter do for us, we really like them, they keep going back to my parents, people that know me, to keep saying these things. And, with all of that, it keeps me going. It makes me understand that, oh, some people are listening to me, oh, so make I just continue. Sometimes if I no go fit get money, say, oh, I won't go into community. Sometimes I go they fear because of all these killings and kidnapping where they happen, but all of these things where I can't they hear about, say, okay, make I just go, make I just try. Even with all of that, we go they careful, we go ahead. So all of those things. But the fact we be say women, they see what's in they happen. Now they stand for themselves. They know they stay for abusive marriages. They know they allow me. They know they do this circumcision for their own children. They tell other women they don't do it for their own children. All of these things, they make me happy. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about support and funding. You just mentioned now, say sometimes money no day, and then you've been talk earlier saying media funders. So how you take they get your funding? How you take they get your support?
Okay, so for my funding, then when I started now the global media campaign to end FGM, in fact I just see one thing with them post, so I just go there, go apply. When I apply, I don't know say na big money people they collect in dollars. Now I come apply, now I tell them say me then give me 10,000. So then give me the 10,000 that year. So that's why I take start. And the one thing the woman can tell me say she want to have a relationship with me. So I can't say okay, say they can't add me for the group. So the group now the people where they can't give grants. So if they see the work where they do, your proposal good, all those things, they can't give you grants. So now they can't add me for that group. So after some time, they will give grants. They will post when grants will come outside. You will apply. They will come give grants and all of that. And with all that grant, it's in the help, because those my media sponsors, they not just restrict them to just media. So if you they go community, if you carry media people go the community, do the coverage and everything where they talk, so that after they finish, other people will know data community go feel learn from that thing. So they no restrict them to that one. So they really try for me. And apart from that, they also sponsored my book that time. So I know one child no pay for that book. Now distribution we do. Even the Braille book, everything now distribution we do. So now GMC in partnership with UNFP, now them they sponsor them. So now so then some other people were kind. They would just say, oh, Lois, take this one, I take help yourself, take that one, other sponsors here and there. So that's like in kind. So yeah.
But you get anything going on right now? Like you get any outreach or any awareness where they plan to do right now to still, preach this message of FGM?
Okay, so basically, I did trust God for one of my books to go out very quickly. Then afterwards, I did work on also media outreaches, because I don't see the team pay. And I see the reasons why those my funders, they always hit on this media thing. So with this period for, International Day for Zero Tolerance to FGM, they do,
when is that?
It's on the 6th of February.
So February 6th,
yes,
International Day for
Zero Tolerance for female genital mutilation.
Okay.
So during that time, we do awareness creation, maybe a week before, after. Even, somebody even just contact me this morning. We do like 10 episode series on them. So we go they post them for YouTube, different things. What would they do? I they go another radio, in fact, radio stations where I go that day, so that we could just do talk on this FGM, maybe we reduce them, because you go think say now people where they village they do FGM. Now that time you go know say even people where they abroad they come Nigeria come do the FGM, because FGM no just be the thing na cultural belief. So no matter the education where you get, you will still feel like say may you come back, come do them, because you get something where it help you do. And the mentality where they don't already put. That's why it's in they pay me, because if you want count the numbers of professors for for Nigeria, you go my state, go count first before you start with others. So which state did they come from? I want
Lois,
I
leave
want
me,
yab you small.
Lois, leave me, don't go there.
You know,
Yeah.
you go first count my state, Ekiti state.
True.
But come see wetin, see this FGM come. So see wetin this FGM come they do for my state. Now from there you go come understand, say, it no be by education, no be by all of those things. Person wey wan do something, if you don't get cultural mindset, cultural belief, you go follow through, you go do wetin you want do. So now the reason why we dey talk, say, you see, these things we won't stop them. So we guys, you know, even if we dey talk for radio and person for Abuja, they talk that kind of thing, say, may they go do medicalization of FGM. You can see that is a mentality that we need to uproot, you know, and these things they hard. Because now mindset of people say, you know, go allow me my daughter go get belle, me no come spoil family name and all of those things. So we dey tell them, say, they get other ways. So if you talk to now mouth, they use they talk to pikin. If pikin they steal, now mouth, you go discipline, you go tell them, no be say you go carry in hand, cut them because he used the hand go steal. So now wetin we dey do.
Okay. So apart from FGM, wetin else good tight Philippine foundation they do?
Okay, so we dey create awareness on, you know, mental health, the importance of mental health, especially for children. Low self-esteem. We dey see say a lot of children get low self-esteem. You get one time where we even release smarty cards, you know. So these smarty cards, we carry them go school, go give teachers. They go hang out for their class. So any child will do something nice or good, you go tick up. Anytime you go tick am, so you go tick am. After you tick am finish, if you buy something, give that child. So, or you go give the child star. So now wetin we come dey do, say, okay, instead of, you know, hitting the child, you know, the thing they make the child stubborn more. So you get, you know, giftings where you feel help the child with, we go help improve the child. So now one of the things where we try to do with that. So so we dey into mental health, we dey into sexual and gender-based violence. FGM dey part of and the thing they say, Good Type People Missions Foundation, no, they only advocate for women and girls. We dey certified for all the genders, male, female, boys, girls, men, women, because we're certified for gender-based violence, and male too na gender. So we dey speak on their behalf. Even we get our own radio show too, where we radio segment too, where we dey do my foundation, where we dey talk about some of these issues. And last week we did something around talking about the issues that affect men too, and how we can help to resolve. You know, because you get some women where they beat their husband.
True.
And when men go report, people go they laugh them, even for police station or something, they laugh them, and the men go they feel stigmatized. So we they talk about how we feel help resolve these issues, and how we feel help, you know, men to also speak out instead of keep quiet about some of these issues. Sometimes the women know they even beat the men, but the things where they tell the men, they affect them too. That's emotional or psychological abuse. So it's part of sexual and gender-based violence too.
Okay.
So we dey create awareness on those things. We do different aspects, especially when we touch on children, because we started with children. That club, you know, we started with children, and the fact that we are a faith-based organization. So basically, that's it.
Okay, so before we begin to round up the show, let's talk about your book. You mentioned, say, you get book, and then you also mentioned how on doing even into Braille to bring in the PWDs into it, because that's now there I won't go now, say how you take the do. Okay, that is for people, book for people. What of other PWDs then? How this your awareness? How do you carry them along in it?
Okay, so we don't go school for the deaf as well.
Okay.
We go, but basically now only those two we don't go, school for the deaf and then school for the blind. Now only those two we don't go. And by God's grace, we hope that we can go to other places and all those other communities, you know, where this thing don't happen to do. Because if it happened to, you know, people like us, you can imagine that it will happen to them even worse. Because you get one program conference where we go, and one person with hearing impairment, she come talk, say, see wetin, you know, happen to one woman, you know, they rape her, she no fit shout because she no fit talk. So the thing affect her. So she no fit shout, say, see wetin they do me. So even when you even go police station, they no even get the thing where you go feel interpret where she go even feel tell the police, say, see wetin do her. So it happened to them even worse. So we at Bad God's Grace, maybe 2016, we're planning to also go to those communities to create awareness. But for only those communities, those other places, we don't go school for the deaf. In fact, we go to school for deaf on the day where they do parent teachers PTA meeting. So we spoke to the parents, the teachers, and even the students themselves to create the awareness with all of them together.
Okay. All right now. So your book.
Yeah. Okay. So my book, Natolani Nirara, I'm still hoping that I can get the soft copy of my book back, because the way, they tell you, say the thing just erased from my phone, and it was a really sad time. It was last year the thing happened to me. It was a really sad time, So but I'm planning to get it back, maybe from my email. I'm still looking for how to get my book back, or from people where I don't give before the e-copies, So Tolani Nirara, now my book, they based on a girl with a community, and she was just brave enough to say no. Discrimination day, people tell her, say, we no go come your birthday, we no go do this, we no go do that.
Because she said no to
Because
FGM.
she said no to FGM. In fact, a lot of things happened to her in that book, and I really need, I would have said I really needed to go and read the book, but I think I will still do more copies and put them out by God's grace. And the girl, went through a lot, but at the end of the day, she was vindicated. The awareness, people can't come with awareness, come talk, say, this thing, no do am. Some other people who don't do am to their children, they can't regret. Say, we should know this thing for year within that small girl talk. But one most important thing about the book was the fact that Tolani's mother stood by her and said, you know what, I understand what you're saying, and I'm not going to do it to you. So we need mothers like that in the face of a lot of cultural norms and all of that, they will stand by their children and they will talk, say, no, I know we do that thing that they talk. If everybody they do, doesn't mean say this thing now that the right thing to do. So yeah.
Okay, so if you're to say something now about how to stop this female genital mutilation, because you talk one thing, you say to some people now culture, you don't chop enter inside them. No matter what you talk from now till tomorrow, even if they enter, it still not go enter well because in a culture. Yeah. You also said something now to say, like in the book, the mother stood by the, what of a situation where we say now mama, papa, or even village people, because we also get, not to divert, but also get some traditions where we say, you go stand, say you know do am. Maybe once of your parents, and they will not stand by you. So what will you really say is needed to stop this FGM?
Okay, so basically, now to just change, we need the mindset of people to change about this FGM, because now cultural belief, now the things where some people don't even know the reason why they do them, but because their mama do them, their papa do them, they can't transfer them, so you just collect and start to do them, so now just the mindset of waiting them tell you say you go do, but honestly, they do all those things, and we don't talk and say FGM no get health benefits, they even do one thing like this for, they do anything for the girl, they do, rather they destroy the girl life more. So we just they beg una say make una no do am. The best thing we fit do right now not to create this awareness, talk about them. We no fit carry cane flog una na be, so we just they talk, say this thing is no good. And if you know person where they do them, or they do them to people where they in your area, just try to speak out, try to contact we where we create this awareness. We know say some people know they do them intentionally now because of the mindset. So not be say we go carry on and say, oh, this and that, but we want make una understand say this thing they good. And apart from that, there are laws now backing FGM. If we catch one now go prison. It dey Child Rights Act, it dey VAP Act, that's Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act. So it dey, even the Maputo Protocol, there are laws that are backing it. So if they catch you as perpetrator, you go prison.
So is the federal government or state governments them supposed involved for this matter?
So even both the federal and the state, because for Ekiti we get our own, VAP this thing. We get the booklet where they even give me now. But by Sashali now give me, they get their own way they don't write. How many years the person go and all of that. For the Child Rights Act generally, for the VAP Act generally, now 4 years. I think with 200,000 naira fine. But it be like say they want also go check them again, make them up and up a bit. Some people they even talk, say make they even do something to the men, make they worse, make the punishments increase. Pass like that because of some people who no one listen, so basically laws they so they go punish you then catch you. So we don't tell you nothing, drop.
Okay, so in case now say people now they listen and some maybe they want to support you maybe by form of funding, and then some other ones they look say my community they go through this, we need you here. If they want to reach your foundation now for either help, for support, for assistance, where and how can you be reached?
So they can reach us through our email, the organization's email. That's goodtidespmf@gmail.com. Good Tides. The Tides na TIDES PMF@gmail.com.
Okay, so goodtidespmf@gmail.com. The you just enter that side.
Good Tides PMF on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, like that. But if you reach me personally on Instagram, Lily.Lois1. Okay. Lily LILYLOIS. Lily.Lois1.
LILY. LOIS1.
Yes.
And if you just read there, send you message, you go
I
know
will
what next to
respond.
do.
Yes.
Okay, so as I am letting you go, in conclusion, I beg, help us do a rundown, like a call to action on top everything we don't discuss here today.
Okay, so I want bring this FGM back home into your family. So I want make you understand, say, it's about your mother, it's about your sister, it's about, you know, that your cousin, it's about people where they close to you like this. So if you don't stop this FGM, one day it will affect them. If you don't stop them for this our own generation now, because now generational something, they move from one generation to another. So we just they beg you, say, if now you they do them, if you know you get people where they do them, please they beg say make you stop this thing, because it dey affect our girls. And we also want call our policemen, where they, where sometimes these reports they come to on. I beg you them bring this report, not just tell them say make them pay bail or make them do one of all these shortcuts. Put them for prison, make them go court. You understand? So if we make one person as example, maybe everybody go hear. You understand? But with the beg, we don't want to make anybody go prison. With the beg, say as you don't hear them, no just stop here. Go to other people, may tell them about this thing. This thing, a lot of girls don't die from this FGM way they talk, because as I stopped earlier, it depends on the expertise. Some people they will go cut, artery or vein for the body, and now so the person go bleed to death. They go say, na God bring, na God take, and na lie. Now because of some of these issues, so we they beg you, make una stop all these things we una they do, and by so doing, we go see say our community go dey safer and go dey better for each and every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Good Times PFM, through Lois Tofumi, for coming to CHRICED Radio and Television today. And we really appreciate you for the wonderful awareness and good work we don't do. We wish the foundation more power, more strength, and more doings them. Okay, so you don't hear FGM will be female genital mutilation, no get health benefits. No, they benefit anything. So instead, it's even more dangerous, harmful to girls and women. You get, and they don't explain, say that they use and say they cut off, the clitoris, like the part of a woman private part, and they interfere with the natural work where girls and women body supposed to they do. Anyway, as you don't hear now, this same practice now also violation of a person's right to health, security, physical integrity, the right to be free from torture and even wicked, inhuman, animalistic treatment. We don't also here say now also a disobey to the right to life, especially like when she talked, then go do and bleeding can occur and lead to death. In plenty times, evidence don't full wey show say health workers now don't they involve inside the matter. WHO, they tell health workers now, say make them know they perform female genital mutilation, and say they know they support them, it no make sense, and make we stop them. So you don't hear them from Good Tides Philippine Mission Foundation, you don't hear them from CHRICED Radio and TV. And if you want to enjoy more programs like this, just continue to join us for CHRICED Radio and TV on all social media platforms at CHRICED Radio TV. Till we come your screen again, continue to get the right information. They aware, preach the message of no FGM, do your own part to make Nigeria and communities they safe and sweet for women and girls without fear of violence or violation. My name na Princess Anyana. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.